Deutsche Welle. World Link.
Hi, welcome to World Link, the program which brings you the personal stories behind the headlines. I'm Matt Herman in Bonn.
And I'm Kate Laycock. How about a nice cup of coffee, Matt?
No, I'm working on like 4 for the day. I'm jamming.
Okay. Well, I may not have to wait long because with the next report, I'm in luck. And that's because it's about Thomas Haag, the coffee roaster. You never heard of him? Well, then you should probably hang out in Hamburg a bit more, which is where his coffees are legendary. Now, they're legendary not so much for their content, which I'm sure is tip-top, but for their marketing. When Thomas started his business about 3 years back, he was just your run-of-the-mill struggling coffee roaster. But then he took a step back and came up with an idea which transformed his fortunes. From Hamburg, Julian Borner reports.
In the back room of a small bar in Hamburg's St. Pauli district, Thomas Haag fills a tin bucket with raw green coffee beans. Once it's full, he carries the bucket across the room and pours its contents into a large grey machine, an old coffee roaster from the 1960s. Inside the roaster, the beans are rotated in a heavy cast-iron drum for around half an hour at temperatures of between 220 and 230 degrees Celsius. Once the process is complete, Haag opens a hatch at the bottom of the roaster and the coffee beans, which are now dark brown, pour out. The result of Haag's work is a fresh batch of one of 5 coffee blends which the master roaster has created himself. The 45-year-old first looked into coffee roasting in the late 1990s. At the time, he had given up drinking coffee altogether because it gave him stomach problems. But when he took a job with a coffee wholesaler, he learned a thing or two about the black stuff.
They told me that they roast the coffee differently and that they source different coffees from all over the world. And I found out that coffee that was sold in Germany in the 70s was good, and then it got worse every year. And with roasting coffee yourself, you have the chance to roast it better and source the best coffee that you can get worldwide.
Haag began to concentrate on quality, allowing him to drink coffee once again. And in any case, he has to taste coffee to ensure that his blends taste good, especially when he tries something new. As a result, he spends a lot of time in his back room testing his product. It's a noisy process.
Coffee you taste while slurping. A professional coffee taster would slurp like this. And through this, find out which is the best coffee in the group that he tastes.
Right. So let me try this thing.
Okay. That sounds good. One more time, I tried this other espresso, for example. It would be like this. And now, together with the coffee, a lot of oxygen enters my mouth, right on the taste buds. It passes the taste buds and goes right down. The taste, when it goes down, is called aftertaste. So you've got acidity, you've got body, and you've got the aftertaste. Those are the 3 most important that you can always taste. Every individual can taste these without any training or anything else.
Haag was happy roasting and blending his own beans to as close to perfection as he could get. He's been selling the end product at his neighborhood coffee bar for around 2.5 years. But for all the work he put in, Haag's business wasn't all that great. That is, until something strange happened. Like a lot of small business owners in St. Pauli, Haag wanted to do something special for the annual street festival. Maybe design a special package, something that would grab people's attention for the day.
We thought this is here a part of town, a borough where there are a lot of young people, a lot of design agencies and all kinds of internet agencies, and these people need something visual.
Hack's creation was called St. Pauli Deathpresso. It's a strong, dark blend that he quite liked. But the thing that drew in customers was the logo Hack's cousin designed for the blend. It's a mix between an espresso cup and a human skull, and it's a candid reference to the Jolly Roger. The pirate flag has become the unofficial logo of St. Pauli, taken up by the local football club as well as many left-wing artist types. Initially, Deathpresso was meant to be a one-off blend for the festival, but once it was in the market, it sold extremely well. Hack's previous coffee blends had done well enough, but Deathpresso caused sales to soar, leaving the master roaster somewhat puzzled.
It's weird from my point of view. I thought quality is the only argument, actually, but it's not. People need something to feel good, something to look at. Now people are buying our T-shirts. There was one customer who said, you have to make T-shirts because this logo is so good. So now he's sitting in our cafe every evening at 5 o'clock wearing our T-shirt, drinking a Deathpresso in a black cup. That's also very important that it has to be a black cup. We've got white espresso cups and black espresso cups. The black ones are only for Deathpresso. So you can say it's a lifestyle, if you like. It's something special that there is nowhere else. You have this. You can only get a espresso here. And that's, I think, what helps us to grow faster now with this special design.
Hack has big plans for Deathpresso. He's building an online shop to sell the blend to customers outside Hamburg. And if that goes well, he might have to buy a new, bigger roaster. But only, he says, if it won't compromise quality. Julian Bohne, Deutsche Welle Radio, Hamburg.
Julian Bohne doing exactly what I shall be doing in a few minutes, drinking a very nice cup of coffee. And that is because we've come to the end of the show.
That's right. You've been listening to World Link here on Deutsche Welle Radio. From Bonn, I'm Matt Herman.